experience here today, and we're going to talk about how to navigate your way through Cancun Airport. First of all, of course, if you're flying into Cancun, you're going to need a passport. Double check before you get on the plane. Actually, double check when you go to make your reservations. Make sure that your passport expiration date is for 6 months beyond your travel date. That's important because if you show up with an expired passport, you're not going to be getting in. Also, when you're on the plane, your flight attendants are going to hand you out 2 different forms. One is your immigration form. That has to be filled up on the top and the bottom. They're going to rip this off and give you the bottom piece. You're going to keep this in your passport while you're in Cancun, and you're going to turn it in when you return home. So make sure you hang on to it, otherwise there's a pretty hefty fine if you lose the bottom part of your immigration form here too. Also, if you don't want to be bothered, you can print it out online. I'll put the link down below in the video, underneath our video here, so you can do that ahead of time. Also, you're going to have to fill out a customs document. Everybody's going to have to fill that out, so make sure that you have a couple pens at the ready on the plane. And then as you're ready to get off the plane, make sure you have all this paperwork very handy so you can breeze through immigration and customs. So bye for now. We'll pick this up when we land and we get in the airport.
Once again, this is the address where you can go online prior to your flight and fill out your necessary immigration paperwork. Just know you'll have to make sure that you print out these documents and bring them with you on your flight. When you exit your plane, you'll head down the escalator to immigration. The lines here can be rather long, but they do move pretty quickly. Just make sure if you're a U.S. citizen that you enter the line that says visitors. If you look over to your left, there is also the option to use the do-it-yourself kiosks there in the immigration area. Again, you'll have to have your passport ready to be scanned and have your immigration forms ready. You'll still need to go up to one of the officials to get your passport stamped. Once your passport is stamped, you'll exit into the baggage claim area and you can collect your luggage. There's bathrooms here if you need to make a pit stop. You'll see in the video that people are lining up. This is because when you enter Mexico, they require you to have your bags x-rayed before you can exit the airport. So just get in the line. It does move rather quickly, but you do need to get your bags x-rayed. If you look to the right in this photograph, you'll see an official with a green light on a machine there. We kind of call this the red light, green light game. When you get to the end of the line, they'll ask you to push a button and they'll ask you to take your customs form that you filled out. If you get a green light, you just move on ahead. If you get a red light, you're the lucky winner of a quick bag search.
So once you make it past customs and immigration, you're almost in the home stretch. We refer to this as swimming with the timeshare sharks. There'll be a lot of people coming up asking you if you want free excursions or free sightseeing. Just walk on by and say no gracias. Some of these people may look kind of official with a uniform. Just be polite and know that you'll be able to meet your transportation at the curb. So you have to exit and go outside of the airport in order to find your ride to the hotel. So see you in a bit.
Again, just keep walking. You're going to have a lot of people coming up to you asking you if you want a free deal or a ride or if you need help. Just keep walking. Again, to find your ride, your transportation company that will take you to your resort, you have to exit the airport completely. As you can see, once you exit the airport, this is where all the transportation companies line up. It can be a little chaotic. This is why if you've booked your trip with Vacation Kids, we've already made your transportation arrangements for you. Just look in your travel documents. The name of your transportation company will be there. Just look for the sign with their name on it. They'll get you sorted and on your way to your resort. We make sure your transportation company has all of your flight details just in case for some reason your flight gets delayed. They'll be there, they'll be watching, and they'll be waiting to welcome you. Depending upon the age of your kids and how far your resort is located from the airport, we may suggest that you upgrade to one of these shuttle van options instead of taking the large 50-passenger bus. The reason for this is these shuttle vans go directly from the airport to your resort. The larger buses may make multiple stops, and it can take upwards of 2 to 3 hours sometimes if you're staying in the southern part of the Riviera Maya. Oh, and a tip here about tips. Yes, your all-inclusive resort includes all your gratuities, but these transportation drivers that help you on your way to and from your resort are not part of that package. So it's customary to tip them $1 to $2 per suitcase. If we're talking about airport transportation, probably the most important tip that we can give you is to make sure that 24 hours before your return flight home, that you check in with either the resort concierge or the representative from your vacation company to verify what time you need to be ready downstairs in the lobby and checked out of the hotel to meet your driver who will be taking you back to the airport. You need to arrive at Cancun Airport at least 2 hours prior to your international flight departure time. Again, you'll need your passport as identification, and you'll need the bottom part of your immigration form. That's your tourist card that was ripped off when you arrived. You'll need to turn that back in as you depart for your flight back home. So if you're planning your next family vacation to Mexico, instead of searching the internet for the answers that you need, consider the service that we offer at Vacation Kids. Our experts have been to Mexico many, many times. We're ready and we're here with expert advice, tips, and ways to make your family's next vacation more fun and more memorable.